I'll end some of the suspense right now. The question of, is it worth a shit? Is it real? Hey guys, it's Mike from the Two Gaming Dudes giving you my 30-day review on Turkesterone. Here we go. I'm not going to bore you with the history of Turkesterone or the mechanism of actions. You don't give a shit about any of that stuff. If you're here, you already know. What you care about is, what did I use, why, and ultimately, is it worth a shit, and what kind of results did I get? So I'll show you some photos, I'll walk you through, and that'll be it. I'll end some of the suspense right now. The question of, is it worth a shit? Is it real? I can't believe I have to say this, because I was ready to tear this shit to pieces. I was ready to make this killer video where I was going to go off on money-grubbing, cheap shyster fitness industry, ripping people off. The stuff is legit. So the short answer is yes, it's real. Let me walk you through what I used. I went through this brand here, HTLT, Harder Than Last Time Athletics. I picked this one because it's Coach Greg Doucette's product line.
Before you watch this freaking video, like it! Like the button right now!
And I like him and I trust him. I've used his workout techniques. I've used a lot of his recipes. He's got a cookbook out there, but it's expensive, but he gives them away for free on the YouTube channel anyway. And more than anything, I trust the guy. He's open with what he's done with his past, and I don't think he would rip us off. I trust that that's what's in here, and there you have it. I just trust him, so I used that. I did it for 30 days at 6 capsules a day. Why that? Well, because, again, on his review video, that's what he did. He used 6 capsules of this a day. Ended up being, I think, 50 milligrams of actual turkesterone a day. And he said he gained 4 lean pounds in that 30 days. Was a little skeptical about that, but hold tight because it gets more interesting. 6 tablets, 3 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning with breakfast, and then 6 o'clock in the evening with dinner, 3 more for a total of 6 a day. That's what I did. I would say I started noticing a difference around let's say I started on Monday. So on Saturday's workout, I clearly felt stronger. Absolutely, definitely. Not necessarily more weight, but I could go for longer. So let's say I was doing on my heavy bench, I was doing your traditional 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, something like that. If my heavy set was like 265 for 4, and that would be to failure usually, I was getting 6. Sometimes 7, and then I'd get the failure. So I wasn't necessarily pushing heavier, but I was getting stronger because I was doing more reps. And I didn't try to hit any PRs this time because I'm not trying to spork a bicep tendon or get hurt. And then the other thing I noticed very quickly is the change it had to my appetite. I was freaking starving the whole time that I was on this. And I'm not a pro, but I've been doing this long enough. I know my body well enough to be able to attribute where this is coming from. It wasn't from the extra volume in the gym. Doing an extra 15, 20 reps would not account for how starving I was. At 11 o'clock, I was ravenous for my 12 o'clock feeding. At 2 o'clock, I was ravenous for my 3 o'clock. At 4:30, I was freaking out, beside myself, hungry for dinner time. At 7:30, ready for my 9 o'clock feed. It was a lot. So I was eating a lot more. I'm pretty disciplined, but in this case, I gave myself a little leeway. So I was eating a lot more. So yeah, no shit, I gained weight. How much weight did I gain? You want to see the photos? I'll show you. Oh God. Week 4, I'll put them up in sequence. The week 4 photo, I took it on Friday. On the Wednesday before, I weighed 183. So yes, I did put on 4 pounds. I know what that sounds like. It sounds like marketing bullshit. I'm not affiliated. The channel's not affiliated. We're not even monetized. I don't care if you buy Greg Doucette's line. I don't care if you use Turkesterone or not. I don't care. it was 4 pounds. And then on Friday, I was a 3-pound total gain. So I'll put the photos up from week 0. And you can see I don't know why I kept bothering with the progression. You're not going to get big in 30 days. It's not steroids. To week 1 to 2 to 3, and then the ending one. I guess really the only photos that matter are week 0 and week 4. And if I look at them, I frankly don't see where the extra weight went. I guess maybe my traps, maybe arms look a little bit bigger. I don't know. Which makes me think most of that weight was glycogen stored in the muscles, maybe some extra water, because I don't see any difference. I certainly don't look leaner or fatter, so it wasn't body fat. That's good news, I guess. I don't know. Make of that what you will. Invariably, somebody will ask me, some young kid will approach me at the gym when they know I'm doing some kind of experiment, and they asked, well, turkesterone, is it better than Anavar? I don't know. I don't have access to Anavar. I've never used Anavar. If I had access to Anavar, I'd be using Anavar and not this over-the-counter bullshit. What I do have experience with is creatine, testosterone, and SARMs. Okay, is it better than SARMs? No. Absolutely not better than SARMs. 20 milligrams a day each of LGD and RAD. In 8 weeks, I had put on 14, 15 pounds. I smashed every PR. SARMs are way better. The downside, of course, you may not be able to get them. They may be illegal where you are. And you're not going to stay on SARMs long term without blowing out your liver and doing some pretty serious damage to your long-term health. Is it better than testosterone? No. No, testosterone is the greatest shit in the world. Not that I'm in any way advocating or endorsing the use of exogenous testosterone, except without the express supervision of a board-certified endocrinologist. But I'm just saying, it's not the same. All right, is it better than creatine? Here, you might be onto something. Everybody's body chemistry is different. You may or may not respond the same as your neighbor. For me, the Turk was way better than creatine. Way better than creatine. Creatine just makes me look a bit puffier, and I could still probably push out those extra reps. But I felt stronger on this. A little bit stronger on this. Now, and that doesn't mean you should bust open your wallet right away and start buying the shit. There are some downsides. The biggest downside, I didn't have any side effects. Absolutely nothing. Nothing negative came of it. But this shit is expensive. That 1 month supply cost me 100 bones. I can get a month's supply of creatine for $12. You know, okay, this stuff is better than creatine. Is it $88 a month better than creatine? You have to decide that. For me, $100 is a lot of money. If you can spare it and you can afford it, you'll see results. Go ahead if you think it's worth it. If money is a little tight, maybe there's other stuff you can do with that $100. That buys a lot of protein powder. That buys a lot of crates of chicken from Sam's Club. $100, 2 bottles of testosterone. $100 is 2 sessions with a powerlifting coach that can make sure your form is on point. So think it through. So would I do it again? I guess. Well, the short answer is yes. Of course, if somebody popped a few bottles of turkesterone in front of me and said, here, take this for a month. Yeah, of course I do it. It was great. There's no reason not to. But if I had to pay for it myself, I would not pay $100 a month for it. To me, it's just too much money for not enough bang. There you go. Not enough bang for the buck. If money is no object to you, go ahead. Try the turkesterone. I guess I'll endorse this one. I used it and I know it's real. It's not bunk. So, whatever. That's all I got. If you give a shit, go ahead and click subscribe. Watch some of the other vids. Maybe I'll do another review on whatever my next experiment is in the springtime. I'm thinking, frankly, Deca. I think I might roll the dice on some Deca. I don't know. We'll see. Click subscribe. We'll holler at you later.
Oh, God.